Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Solana dashboard series. Episode 1, we took a deep dive into how to calculate revenue for any protocol. Today we're going to take a look at how we can calculate the total number of tokens created or minted through a launchpad. All right, let's dive into it. Starting with the just single launchpad pump fun here, what we're going to use is the tokens underscore Solana.transfers table. This is a curated table here, and similar to the table we used yesterday for account activity, this has a lot of useful data for when an asset is transferred from one account to another. They've added a lot of other good parameters here though, and one in particular that we're going to utilize is this actions column. And this can be one of 4 parameters. It can be a mint, which is what we care about. It's newly minted tokens on the blockchain. Wrap, that's sort of wrapping native SOL to wrap SOL, just a normal transfer. The majority are going to fall under that. And then burn. Think of that as the reverse of a mint. Nobody can interact with those tokens or own them. All right, so let's isolate that by mint. And if we only used that filter and ran this would give us every token minted on the Solana blockchain. So we need to filter it to just tokens that were created on the Pump Fund platform. So how do we do that? Well, we use this outer executing account. And this is sort of saying, hey, what was the outer executing account or program that invoked this mint program or mint invocation? So yeah, if we try, basically what we need to do is find this address. And we saw in the previous episode that we got lucky. Most Pump Fund addresses were labeled here on the blockchain. Most of the time, you're not going to get that lucky. And what I recommend doing is going and interacting, submitting a transaction with the program that you're trying to investigate. Then take a look at your transaction on the Block Explorer and understand kind of the flow and the interactions of everything. And I'm going to do that here. So here we have a token that was minted on pump.fun, and SolScan has this really nice summary here where we can take a look at and we can see hey, mint to this address of this many tokens. So let's jump right to that. There's a lot to look at here. So this is what we care about. This is where we're seeing that, hey, this moon token with this token mint address was minted to this address with this many. So this is what we're capturing here. And what we care about is what was the initial program that invoked this action. And if we scroll all the way up, this is where we can find it. So we can see all these were inner instructions. And then here we want to find that outer contract. So here, this is the one that we want. And then, so we worked a little bit backwards here, but let me explain it from top down. So what happens is you call this program, and then this program performs a CPI, a cross program invocation, where it will call a series of any number of other programs that it needs to activate. So here is where all those will fall in this inner instruction. So we can see that it called the system program, this token program. It called, let's count, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 other programs. And the only one we cared about was this one here. So that was kind of the bottom up and then top down explanation of where we're getting that data from. But for us, we're really lucky. This data is all decoded and curated. And here, all we need to find is this outer executing account to filter it by. All right, now that we have that, let's run through the data that we're going to utilize in this table. And I'm just labeling this here as the platform because I'm doing this for multiple launch pads. And then I'm using the date trunk week of block time. So I only care about the week of that block time. I don't care about the minute, hour, second, or even day. Just give me the week that block time existed. And then we're going to do a count distinct of the token mint address. And that's what I showed you here, where if you hover over here, each token gets its own unique token mint address. And that's this one we'd grab here if we wanted to look at it individually. And then because the data is here, we can actually see how many unique transaction signers deployed a token. So we can see the total number of users that have deployed. Yeah, if we give that a run, we can see some really neat weekly data here. Again, really kind of seeing a lot more token creation here towards the beginning of 2025 here. Yeah, guys, this is, again, I think more of a beginner to intermediate level of understanding Solana data. Really get familiar with these tables here. On the next couple episodes, we're going to take it up a little bit here. We're going to increase the speed. We're going to look at total traders. Gets a little bit more complicated. I'll kind of show you how we can use the DEX trades table. We can also use decoded tables. And then I'll show you how we can use raw data to calculate this as well. And then, yep, a lot to go through. So I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting excited for what's to come. So, all right, stay tuned, guys.